The activist group ACORN has finally hit a dead end, but not after the drama went all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. After being accused of a laundry list of crimes, Congress finally pulled the plug on the group's federal funding. So the group sued to get their hands back on our taxpayer money. Here with the story is Matthew Vadum, author of Subversion Inc. He joins us now. Matthew, take us through the story. Now, the Supreme Court ruled on what exactly?
Okay, what happened, Eric, is that ACORN filed this case right here. ACORN complained that when Congress cut off funding for the group in 2009, that was an unconstitutional bill of attainder. In essence, they were arguing that they have a constitutional right to funding, that they couldn't just be cut off by Congress, the people's representatives. And initially, a court agreed, but then the Second Circuit, United States Court of Appeals, overturned that ruling. ACORN appealed to the Supreme Court, and yesterday the Supreme Court politely told ACORN to take a long walk off a short pier, and they threw out this complaint.
All right, hang in there, Matthew. I want to bring it out to Dr. Marc Lamont Hill. Doc, enough already. You know, I mean, it was a lawsuit, an appellate court, a Supreme Court. Now, enough is enough. Can ACORN please keep their grimy hands off my taxpayer money?
We're so close to having a good day, Eric. You know, I think I think when you look at ACORN around the country, and you look at the work that ACORN has done locally, I actually don't think that the bulk of the work that ACORN has done has been problematic. Obviously, there are some issues with ACORN. They've taken it all the way to the Supreme Court. They've lost. They do need to throw in the towel. It's done. But I do hope that organizations like ACORN are replicated without the pimps and hoes attire, you know, and they just come in there and really help.
Well, what about the voter fraud? Should we keep that, or should we get rid of the voter fraud, too?
You know, I'm going to go with getting rid of voter fraud as well.
Cool. Hang in there, Mark.
By all people, by all groups.
Hang in there, John. What about it?
Look,
are we just going to see a B-Corn now? Or
well, probably, because as Mark said, they're going to replicate themselves in new organizations. The idea here, though, that they have a right to taxpayer funds, that's what they need to be slapped about. Yeah, the voter fraud's terrible, and we'll beat them up about that, and the pimps and hoes is terrible, we'll beat them up about that. But they think they're entitled to this money, and I'm glad the Supreme Court slapped them down.
Senator?
I think we should be giving out a lot less money from Congress to various organizations. And unless it's a true government function, we shouldn't be giving it out. I'm sick and tired of it, whether it's federal broadcast, money for broadcasters, money for this group, that group. It's a waste of taxpayers' money. And most of the times it gets involved in some kind of political circus, whether it's for the left or the right.
They're gaining votes for payouts. So, hey, Matthew, before we go, we don't have a lot of time, but tell us, could ACORN survive without taxpayer largesse?
Easily. Absolutely. And I want to say to Al D'Amato, my father loves you. Anyway, ACORN can easily survive without it. They don't need this lawsuit, okay? They don't need this kind of money from the government because they got most of their money from George Soros and from liberal foundations and from corporate shakedowns. So they can easily survive without government money. But at least the Supreme Court has finally done the right thing and turned off the spigot.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there. We're going to say thank you to Matthew Vadum.